be ready for God's delivery of blessings, of love, of peace, of happiness, of kindness. A lot of people think whenever I say that, right, like be ready, what does that mean? What does be ready mean? Some think, let me have all of these systems and all of that stuff, right? The tangible things. And sometimes it's not those things. Sometimes it's be emotionally ready to receive it. Be comfortable in who you are, because God's about to push you into visibility like you've never been visible before, and God will always test you. God will always test you. And before I went on TV and did those billboards, and now performing poetry, God tested me many times. Many times. I didn't know it then, but I could see it now. All of the photo shoots leading up to being on TV, getting the right coach who prepared me, who I like to call them my family, who channeled everything. They channeled everything. And I didn't have a plan back then. She just was so divine. And she would tell me, today we're going to focus on, practicing your rapping. Today we're going to focus on performing your poetry. Today I want you to listen to Kendrick Lamar. And then I'll go to spin now, and it's like Kendrick Lamar day, and it's God, the universe, Buddha, it will always be confirming for you everywhere you go. So readiness can be your openness, right? To believe in a miracle, to believe in the impossible, to believe in a life outside of the one you live in. Sometimes in my life I've made decisions where financially it probably would scare everybody, but when God whispers, and God leads, and God shows you. And I remember going to church and just feeling really called to be prayed over. Y'all know, I always talk about how when I go to church, I always get prayer at the end. There's always a prayer team. I'm all like, I love this journey. And I had gone up there, and there's people who pray, and they'll pray for like a financial blessing and all those things, and an outpouring and all that stuff. And then there's other people who will pray, and it never brought me so much comfort than to hear someone say, dear God, I pray that anytime Z needs the money will be there. And it made me so emotional, because it reminded me, as I tell all of you on lives, how many times in your life have you felt like things weren't going to work out for you, and they always did. You don't know how, right? But they did, and somehow you had the money, or you had the amount of money that God wanted to send you to teach you a lesson, right? You always had what you needed in some way, shape, or form. You always made it out. And I was looking at my money, and I was like sitting there like, wow. And thinking, again, it just triggered all of these things of our ancestors left with so much less. They lived with so much less than what we have today. And they made it. Why do people think that they can't make it today when they have twice as much, 10 times as much? Why? So I invite you all to be ready. Be ready to receive your blessings in a different way, right? It's not just about fame or any of those things. It's about love and it's about peace. It's about community. It's about surrendering to your path. There's so much more to experience than you realize if you're ready to receive it. So, have a beautiful day, my friends. Hopefully I will see you at Gifted. I'm going to be posting the monthly schedule very soon. We're going to be going through developing different clairs, and I'll also be sharing meditations to go along with it on Insight Timer. And we're going to be going over altar work and many things. And I have some fun stuff coming towards mid to late August. Something really big I want to share with you. I'm being so patient. So I love you all, and I will talk to you soon.